Let's begin with the following definition of religion that facilitates analysis from an evolutionary perspective. Religion is the repeated communication of traditional claims that reference, characterize, or petition the supernatural. This definition has 5 distinct terms that need interpretation: repeated, communication, traditional, claims, and supernatural. It is these 5 elements that established religion as the primary force in the project of ordering human social life. First, what is meant by the supernatural? Meaning outside of nature, supernatural is a word coined by secular scholars, the products of Western modernity. This term exists primarily to distinguish natural from supernatural events because, in the scientific view, all natural phenomena must be ascertainable by the senses. Because my definition of religion is evolutionary, it is appropriate for me to use the term supernatural. We should keep in mind, though, that in tradition-based religions, there are no phenomena beyond the natural world. For example, since spirits are a central part of religious life everywhere, their existence is palpable naturally as the wind rustles through the leaves and howls during storms. Thunder and lightning on the mountain are natural manifestations of the powerful presence of spirits. Thus, what is commonly called supernatural phenomena are experienced by traditional peoples as extraordinarily natural phenomena. The next term is repeated communication. Social behavior, including religion, depends on communication between individuals who depend on one another. A population of mutually dependent individuals increased cooperation when using body language, including facial expressions, along with ritualized singing and dancing. Later, after thousands of years, the emergence of verbal communication further expanded our range of sociality. To be remembered, traditions must be repeatedly and predictably communicated. As a social construct, religion arises and is maintained by ongoing communication within cooperating populations. In Western thinking, the commonly perceived basis of religion, beliefs, can be communicated by claims that suggest but do not verify their existence. Like all psychological constructions, beliefs cannot be verified, but communicated claims and other behaviors can be. All religious behavior should be understood as communicated claims that regard the supernatural. Take the familiar example of prayer books, which can be seen as compilations of religious claims. Thus, the recitation of prayers as claims is an example of religious communication that can be verified. Science has no way to ascertain the beliefs of those who pray together, but prayer-based communication is easy to perceive. Finally, why must religious communication be traditional? The answer is that from antiquity onwards, traditional mandates from ancestors have been the heart and soul of religious life. Based on the kin selection model, ancestors have a vested interest in the success of their descendants who carry their genes into future generations. Religion has the authority to enforce its mandates only because co-descendants conform to the traditional ways of life handed down by common ancestors. As a result, the selection pressures that limit cooperative living have been overcome by the authority of religious traditions. In our social species, evolutionary success is best achieved by mutually dependent individuals who cooperate in performing their traditional responsibilities. Thus, I conclude my brief explanation of religion in evolutionary perspective, a venture that must take into account the traditions that shaped our social species in deep time long ago. Thank you so much for watching.